Hello, beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature like Starlight is. And what a beautiful day. And Starlight, this is my first time being at this beautiful park, which has hiking trails, which Starlight really didn't go on the hiking trails out here too much. But what a beautiful day. And you could find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman. Plus, you can, I'm sorry, I'm like seeing shit here. So, you can, if you're new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and you could find Starlight on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman. Plus, you could give my videos a thumbs up, and you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't be afraid, don't be shy. Swing by and say hi, Starlight, by leaving Starlight a comment down below. Beep, beep, beep. And you can also share my videos with your family or friends. Butterflies. Starlight had a butterfly that was on her hand today. Starlight made friends with a butterfly. And I'm going to say iguana because I've seen little baby ones out here running around. And also, you can check out my playlist. Plus, find me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. And I love you all. I just want to say a big, huge thank you to all of you who are here loving and supporting Starlight, or even, you might be here. People that are watching my videos or subscribing to my videos or giving me a thumbs up, or you, who even leave me a message, the brave ones, the ones that are brave. They're brave enough to say, I'm going to leave you a message. So thank you, all of you. And I'm so sorry how I started is I seen something out here and I just couldn't believe my eyes. So I'm so sorry about the way my video started. But anyway, we're going to just keep going. And like I mentioned in my video yesterday, I believe, is Starlight is starting a new thing on her YouTube channel. And that is, if you have a pet, a cat, a bird, a turtle, a snake, a giraffe, a pig, a horse, of course, any animal, if you would like to share any pictures that you have of your animal, and you could tell me, what your pet's name is, and if you'd like, Starlight would love, to have a picture of your animal, your pet, and put it on my YouTube channel. I would love to do that. And so if you would like to do that, make sure the picture's clear so we can see your pet. You can let me know, or let other people know, is what your pet's name is. And also you can share that to me, by putting it on my Instagram, and that is 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. So if you want to send me a picture of your pet, you can. But what I'm asking is, because I don't really get very many messages on Instagram and Facebook, I really don't get a lot going on there either, is that you can leave me a comment down below and say, hey, yeah, Starlight, I sent you, a picture of my pet on Instagram or on Facebook, and that way I can go there and I can get your picture and then put it on my YouTube video. So now today I'm going to get going on the topic for today. Today is let your intuition be your guide. And I'll tell you what, every day I'm learning something new, and I am just so mind blown right now is how I'm being guided. I'm sorry, I got something. How I'm being guided every day. A lot of people I just met somebody today, they asked, hey, where are you going after this? What I tell them, I'm like, I stay in the moment, the present moment, like right here, right now, like I am with you right now. So I'm not really making plans for tomorrow, because tomorrow's not here yet, and so I'm staying in the present moment. And, so I take each day as it comes, because I don't know what the universe is going to do and where the universe wants me to go next. So, I listen to my intuition, my gut, and that has been my guide, like how I got here today. This is crazy how I got here today. I did try to go to a food pantry this morning. I didn't really read enough on the site, but it's kind of funny. The address, see, numbers also is a good guide to help you out in life. But the address was 1111, blah 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 address, and so it was kind of funny where even though that food pantry wasn't quite for Starlight, it was for seniors. Is that the universe is teaching me to use my intuition as far as Googling like a hiking place or Googling like a park to go to. And that's what I did this morning. And so I listen to my intuition. I'm letting my intuition guide me. And then the universe sends me information, let me know if I'm, am I where I'm supposed to be right now? And yes, I am. Hang on. So I'm here at this park. So I'm like, okay. And on this journey is a lot of times I'm asking, am I at the right park? Am I in the right town? Am I on my path still, to my heart's desire? Because there's something that Starlight, I've been working so hard on myself because I know when I do the inner work, when I work on myself, that I have a heart's desire. And that's about being in the ultimate relationship that I could ever be in. But that doesn't happen overnight. A lot of people, they want to be in relationships, but they don't want to do the work. They think, oh no, I don't want to wait. I want it now. I want her now. I want him now. But on this journey here for Starlight is I got to do the inner work. I got to work on myself. That way then I'm at the same frequency and same vibration as my twin flame. So I'm being guided to the things that I got to work on so I, in my twin flame, can unite together and come together again to be one, which we already are one. So this is how I get confirmations, is with my intuition, and numbers is my guide, and dreams, like I had dreams last night, so I can study those dreams and find out what I'm supposed to work on. And like today here, this started, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. When I was in Albany, New York, when I before I even really started, I kept on seeing funky stuff. I was like, wow, I made videos of this long time ago. Is I would go out and go on a hiking trail, and I was working on a 5D fort, and that's a little Starlight made a fort out in the woods somewhere. And I was having an amazing time. I was having fun, and I was getting numbers and stuff like this. And so when I was heading out to my 5D fort, I had a long walk. It was like a 40-minute walk, and I would carry a whole bunch of stuff with me. And I was noticing some strange things, and I was making videos a long time ago on this thing that was going on. And what it was is I kept on seeing a Target truck every day at the same hiking trail at a different time at the same spot every freaking day. It didn't matter if I went there on a hiking trail at 10 o'clock. It didn't matter if I went there at 3 o'clock. I knew there was an overpass that was above the hiking trail, which was a bike trail. So people would go underneath, back and forth throughout the week on this trail, and a Target truck would go by. And then, it would be 10 o'clock in the morning, I would be walking, carrying a bunch of stuff because I had to bring tools with me and all kinds of fun stuff to go out at this 5D fort that I was working on. And so like in the morning at 10, I would be walking and Target truck would go by, and I was like, okay, no big deal. Next day, I would have a job that I had to go to, because I had my own business, cleaning business. The next day, I would get done with that job, it would get done at 1 o'clock. I'd get home, unpack all my stuff, get my food, gather all my stuff, head out to go on this bike trail, see a lot of the same people throughout the time that I would go back and forth. I would head on that bike trail and go under the underpass, and would you freaking believe it? A Target truck went by. So on this journey, this has been happening. There's certain grocery stores, some of these things I can't really tell you, but now it's been like this number 888 is following me everywhere, and that is another confirmation. So I go to a park, boom, 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 I'm at the right park because I'm getting the confirmation that 888 is there. And then I got here, and I'm like, I wonder why I'm here. The universe brought me here. My intuition, I was listening to my intuition. My intuition said, yes, pick this park. This is a good park to go to. But I don't know. I'm just going with the flow. That's what it is. It's about going with the flow. When you feel drawn to something, you're looking at all these other places that I could have gone. But no, I was drawn to go here. And so I got here, and I was wondering, why am I here? And this is why it kind of creep me out what's going on out here, and I see stuff out here as I'm talking to you, is that when I got to this park here, I'm in the trails out here in the back, is that you don't know this because you're not here and you can't see what I'm seeing, is that there's 3 people that passed away at this location here. And the reason when I started off, I wasn't starting off in a good way, is because there's a person, it was a young boy that lost his life right next to this road, because on this road it has a speed limit sign 35 because the turn is really bad. So there's 2 people that lost their lives on this road here because people go around that corner too fast, and there's been 2 people that lost their lives here. But the third one passed away at the same location here. It was a homeless girl that used to live in these woods here. And so they have these things out here for the people that lost their lives. So the reason why I started off on a bad note here is because I can't believe what I'm seeing, is because people are parking their car right on this road where somebody just lost, they lost, I don't know what year it is that they lost their life on this road, and another person lost their life, but then they're not parking, there's a parking lot here, and they're just parking right where it's dangerous, and I'm thinking, that's not good, So, but on this road, a truck went by today, and it had a telephone number for a garbage company, and that's why I keep on seeing the number 888, is because this truck, this number is following me everywhere. 888 is a great number. So that number on this garbage truck has 888 twice on the number. So it is a number for me to let me know that I am at the right park. So I say this is because today there's reasons why God sends me to different places, and I am starting, service right here, right now with people. People come to this area, So there's workers out here. They come here, and I talked to a worker here today, and, what a mind trip is that person looked like my brother that passed away. And so I got talking with him, and it was a mind blow because everything about the guy was just like my brother, except for he's got his teeth and my brother didn't have his teeth. So it's no accident that I'm here. Then another person came here. This is how I'm being guided on this journey, is that people need help. They need answers. God sends me to places knowing who's going to come here. The universe knows who's going to come here at what time. I was actually heading out of here, and then a man came through, and he's going through some stuff, and looking for help, so it's no accident that I got to talk with him and help him out on what he's going through, and this happens all the time with me. I go to a park where God wants me to go to. Now God will actually, it's kind of weird. The other day I went to a park, and I started up, and I'm like, because there's a shady side of the park, then there's a sunny spot, because it's a new park. So I started my morning off in the shady spot, and I asked the workers there, I said, hey, because I remember last time I was there, they have the sprinklers in the morning, and I didn't want to set all my stuff up, finding out that the sprinklers, going to start. So they're like, yeah, which I already set my stuff up, and they said, yeah, we're going to start the sprinklers. So this is how you know what the universe is telling you to do, or what you need to do, is the universe will guide you to do different things. So if you try to go somewhere and somebody's like, hey, sorry, but you got to move right now, is because we're going to have the sprinklers. So Starlight ended up, oh, okay, you know, no problem. I'll grab my stuff because I'm thankful for the green grass because of the sprinklers. So I went to the sunny spot, which in the morning time it's okay because it's still cool enough in the morning. So I go there. So the universe is guiding me and telling me, no, you got to get out of this park too. Starlight, you can't keep on going to the same park every morning. That was the message, you know. So I was at that park on the sunny side, you know, and this is how you listen to your intuition, where the universe is going to speak to you, is a young man came up to me, and I was friendly all morning, telling, you know, being so sweet and beautiful to everyone. And a young adult male comes up to me and says, yeah, I just want to give you a heads up, is that there's going to be a whole lot of kids out here right in this spot. So I just kind of want to let you know, you know, because I was doing all my I am affirmations and my journaling like I do every morning. So he's letting me know is, you know, it's going to get kind of loud and noisy coming up soon. So that was a sign from the universe to let me know that, Starlight, God wants you to not go to the park right now. God wants you to do something different. And so then I'm like, oh, okay, God doesn't want me here. So that is how the universe guides you, is that if you feel like you're being pushed out of somewhere, you know, it could be God, you know, using the universe, you know, actually God, universe, you know, using people to say, God doesn't want you to go to the same park every day. God wants you to get out of your comfort zone. God wants you to go do something different. And when you listen to God and you obey and do what God wants you to do, is go try something different. There could be signs there waiting for you, numbers, you know, or even symbols to guide you and help you out on your journey in life, to let you know that you got to get out of your comfort zone and try something different. Go to a different hiking place. And when the more you do that, you're going to notice signs. Sorry, Starlight's got to get some water. Oh, and the other thing, so yeah, God's going to send signs. So like earlier, like I was saying, a man, he has a tractor trailer, he pulled in here, and he's got repeated numbers all over his truck. So that's information for me to like, oh, the universe is trying to tell me something that I got to work on, something I got to let go of. So, you know, and so universe will send people my way. Like last night, I was talking to 3 homeless men because they need help, they need guidance, they need. So this is my time right now, is to reach out to the community and help people that need some answers. You know, this is my training. I'm going through training to help other people out in public, not just making videos. So like, it's like a 20, you know, like I am, you know, when God says, all right, Starlight, here, I'm going to send somebody your way. I was heading out of this park, but a man was showing up because he had a question if he can park his trailer here overnight. So it's funny, I was heading out, and then my intuition said, no, Starlight, you go back, you know, make your video. And then that man came towards me and asking me about if he can park his trailer here. And he, you know, he's searching for answers in his life. So, you know, God will put people in my path, but I can help them out and be a guide to them and help them out on their journey. So pay attention to your intuition. Your dreams are information, you know, that you can get. And, you know, when God wants you to do something, really, it's best to do what God wants you to do, because God's going to bless you. And it's amazing how this goes. So I love you so much, is listen to your intuition, pay attention, listen to what God is telling you through people, you know, even listen to the radio, you know, there can be information. You got to be careful about the TV though, because like on the news, you know, billboard signs, you know, there's signs all over. You got to pay attention, you know, what people tell you, you know. God can use anybody that God wants to use to give you an information. You might not fully understand it. It might not make any sense then, but later on, it's planting seeds to help you to understand something that you're going to need later. So listen to your gut. That is, you're going to be your best guide in this reality. I love you so much. You could give this video a thumbs up. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, you can leave me a message down below, beep, 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 and you could share my videos with your family or friends. And I'm going to say butterflies again because I mean, there's a lot of butterflies out here. And I hear a lot of birds. So yes, birds. And also you could check out my playlist and find me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight or on Facebook and as Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. I love you all. So pay attention, listen to your gut. What is it, don't be in such a rush. Sit with your being and like, okay, where do you want me to go? You don't know where to go? Google it and like, what is the thing that stands out the most? That's what you want to do is like, all right, this one right here. And sometimes you might go somewhere and you might think I went to the wrong place, but that's just a stepping stone to get you to the right place. So don't get thrown off. There's always a message somewhere along the line. It's all over. All these signs are everywhere to figure out. And anyway, I love you. This is Starlight. Namaste. This is Starlight, love, light, and peace.